Oh yeah, watch them hands, boy.
So let him get a better bite. You don't want to pull out a tooth.
Okay.
Guys, so Tifa here, Fit Bully TV. We've got our guy Jalil here, Stan's here. Jalil, hey, Jalil's done some dog training, and he does some dog training out in St. Louis. So if you're in the St. Louis area, please feel free to hit him up. We're going to tag him in his YouTube so you know where to go and watch these clips as well. But even more importantly, we got Stan here, so he gets a chance to learn some. I asked him a question, he really had the answer to it, meaning him. And I said, hey, what are some things you would want to learn from a guy like Stan? And even vice versa, him being here. So a couple things we're going to go over today is one, my dogs are pretty driven. They're pretty motivated, and I leave them to be a little unruly. This is the first generation of me doing what? Building my foundation of what I want the dogs to be in the future. Very independent, but also very determined. And independently determined to do what I want them to do, to be clear. Therefore, we work well together. So, Tron, as you see, he's grunting, he's super focused, he's in a state of drive is what we call this right now. He wants to go. He came out and boom, he hit that joker. Hey, I know what to do. He ain't even look left or look right. That's the kind of dogs I like. Ego come out, boom, they not like, hey, your dog straight? Yeah, grab this toy. Grab this toy. It's gonna be straight, all right. Things that he's doing already that we talked about the other day.
Absolutely.
He lacks confidence. And you can see it even when he's like trying to, he's worried about getting bit. The dog ain't gonna bite you, it's on the pillow. Equipment trained for now. And then you could put a suit on with Tron and he'll still get on the suit. Stan now's taught him and showed him a couple tricks because I think what? He hit you in the balls? Or Ego did? Ego. They look, dogs give jabs. Boom. Boom. He
That's
hit you
what it was too, it was his paw.
Yeah, he pawed them balls. Yeah. So you say, yeah. So how do you prevent that from happening? Stan's gonna walk him through some stuff. I'll out Tron, and then we're gonna see if he can imitate, aka emulate, safety, which is #1 concern in any time you're working someone else's dogs, and realistically even yours. I got knuckles, I got bites all over the place because it's not their fault when they miss. It's my fault when I don't give them a good target because they gonna reset as many times as they want. If I don't have a good target and if I'm not in control of what we're doing, then I'm unsafe, and that in turn could make them unsafe. So Stan, what are the few things you do when you're working with somebody else's dog? You see that change? See that change in direction?
The first thing I do is make sure the dog is under control. He's ready to go. He's ready to go. But you always want to think about their bite. Think about if you're trying to do a pull-up with your fingers versus the full grip. Yeah. If he only has the front of the mouth, it's like the fingertips. Okay. If you yank or pull, this stuff can pull the tooth out. Okay. And that's a $5,000 vet bill. Yeah. So you ready? The next thing, you want to make sure you're absorbing the catch. You don't want them running to a brick wall. Okay. We're not big enough to jam a dog, but you just want to have good practices because the smaller dogs you can actually hurt. So you want to make sure everything is just fluid. Go boy. And you're just working. Constant pressure is going to keep him biting. When I go limp, he's re-biting. Look. Yeah. You see that?
Trying to reset.
But I'm pulling, he's not going to be re-biting because he doesn't want that prey to get away. Go boy. When you go limp, boom, that's when he goes in. Okay. Oh. Good. When you go to pet him, you want to keep pressure. Just good boy. You fuck with him? Good boy. Get him against the wall. Good boy. Good boy. But the whole time I'm keeping this basically flexed. Yeah. So he goes here.
Hey man, that fence is bad.
Oh. That's another episode. All right, out on Trev. Out. And when he outs him, you want to go limp.
Out.
Because
hey, let it go.
If I'm pulling, it's causing him to bite.
Okay. So when do you know that you want to out him or reward him, which would be letting that go and giving it to him?
Just mix it up.
Okay. I would say one of the things that he said too is the dog needs to go about 3 to 5 rounds technically.
Before you know.
So if I could do, let's say, 3 1-minute rounds with him where he's like doing everything that we just did, at third time, boom, I'd personally let him have it after that.
Okay.
And we can switch it up because once the dog starts mastering what you guys are doing or getting a good idea, then you're like, boom, what you won, let him have it. Go sit down somewhere and then go pick it up and start messing with it again. It's all types of little things. Just keep them interested because you don't want to get into a routine of knowing what's happening either.
Right.
And then you want to stop the dog before they get tired of playing with it.
Okay.
So the reason why these dogs are this way, because like Ego, he still wanted to play, but he put them up. So now that dog's competitive. Oh man, I gotta get it. We want that
Let
itch.
him get wore out. No, it's like up. And same thing with him. He gonna do a few more, then he going up.
Okay.
Because we still got to go to the park and get you in the suit. We still got like 3 or 4 more things.
But at the same time, he's had Ego out here for an hour grabbing this thing by himself, where he did get wore out, but he developed the drive in this, so he didn't associate it with a bad thing.
Yeah.
If he would have took Cha-Cha out the very first time, wore her ass out, she went, I ain't doing that shit.
Yeah.
No,
And yesterday she came out and she was pretty good on the wedge. So
Yeah, I seen you pulling her up the other day on the wedge.
She, hey, flip it over.
Yeah.
Hey, watch it. Don't drop it low
no,
now.
I ain't.
Alright, so get it to the side, and it's kind of like a reverse pivot. Boom.
You pivot too good, didn't you? You're a basketball player.
He said, I'm a football player. He did it a little too early. Yeah. So you can tell by his positioning on the bite pillow that you spun too early.
Yeah.
Because he's aiming for the middle. You went, and he got the last part that he could.
The bottom side. Okay. So the bite wasn't good.
Yep. And it's not that it's not a good bite. It's just your positioning on it.
Okay.
So you should be able to put the dog anywhere you want them to. On your body, on the bite pillows, you always should be in control of that. Because if not, you're hoping. And when you hope, that's when you get bit.
Okay.
Now guys, a couple things to be mindful of. First thing that we do a lot of times, we drive what I would call target practice. Target practice is what stands there. It's kind of like playing a game of keep away. And in keep away, basically we'll box the dog out and keep driving them here, and they'll continue to try to get to the bite pillow. Other things we've done is we'll add hula hoops and various sounds and noises, and that'll keep away, because I'll hold the thing here and be shaking the hula hoop, and back in the day, try him to run from the hula hoop. He would. Ego, not so much. But point is now he's getting to that phase where, again, then you get on the tires, then you jump over the fence, you see the dogs coming over the fence, you keep leveling up the playing field, and you watch this dog get more and more excited about literally winning. Now Tron's about to poop, trust me.
He knows the dog.
But we're going to show you what target practice looks like too. That's the other thing too. And this is how you practice. See that right there? So you gotta basically stay in control of everything the dog's doing. And mind you, because he's literally not trying to eat stand. Oh, he went to the legs, right?
Get it, boy. But this whole time, you're in control of what he's doing.
Yeah, that's the part you
He's
gotta
here.
remember.
Oh, I'm taking it away.
You're worried about getting bit, but the dog's super focused, and the dog's as good as you. It's like anything user related. A lot of times, it's user error.
Okay.
They both moved at the same time.
So, like he's saying, a dog like him, you can push your body because he's looking at that.
Okay.
If he was a dirty dog, a man biter, we'll tell you.
Okay.
So, the man biter.
We didn't bring any of those.
Okay. So when I'm swinging around, am I holding it by this or?
I'll hold it here because that way you don't have as much control. Because that handle, you're not really. He can gain that way. You want to be secure about it.
Okay.
So you dropped it, and then you weren't sure about where you were going afterwards.
Okay.
So it was more of an elongated.
Hey, out. Well, get off my hand. Hey,
That's a bad bite. It was more elongated. You want to be more direct. So you seen bullfighters, or
Yeah.
what are they called? Ole.
Yeah, both of them.
So same thing. They're here. Ole. Think about that when you're doing that.
Okay.
So back up a little bit, because he's fast.
Yeah.
So give yourself a little bit more space. Ah. Tell him to sit.
Stay.
All right. Now get it to the side.
no.
Stay.
We'll put it down. There you go.
Yeah, he's smart.
You turned your back on me.
Yeah. Remember my first day. I've been there.
So he's dictating what you're doing.
Yeah, he's making you move. He's like, hold on, you going there? Hold on.
He's like, oh,
You
he
going
did
this
that.
way?
I'm gonna wait. Boom. Out of again.
Run out. Here. Drop it.
Let me see. So now,
Yeah. Imagine Tron got them boings too.
so this is what you did. You went here and you stopped, right?
Okay.
You want to keep going. It's right in front of him. He can't get it. He wants it. He wants it. But if I go here and then I'm like, oh, here, and I don't know what I'm doing, I can get bit. Be sure about what you're doing. That's a good boy. That's a good boy. That's a good boy. And you might get bit. So get that out of your head. It's gonna happen. It's not an if, but when.
No, you definitely gonna get bit. I didn't come in with bloody knuckles, but it's like they're not trying to cause harm.
No.
And if they know they bit you, they're not like gonna try to kill you.
Yeah.
They'll normally reset. Bro, you got it upside down.
Yeah, there you go.
That.
Stay.
Wait. There you
There
go.
you go. And take a step back. There you go.
So push, use your body. There you go. There you go.
So Jamarcus got bit in his stomach going.
I did. It was an ego.
Yeah.
Right in my chest.
I said, boy, you brought that thing too close to your stomach.
Out. Out.
So don't pull it, just freeze.
Yeah, don't put your mouth in there, your head in there neither.
Out. Out. So when you tell them out, you go limp.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you basically want them to think it's a dead rabbit. Dead rabbits aren't fun. But if it's still squirming, it's still alive. You can still hold it.
Guys, so at any hoot, target practice, one of the first ways we, kind of get the dog encouraged. And normally target practice, if I'm being honest, especially with a new dog or a younger dog, starts with a flirt pole. We just get them flirt a little bit with them, get them out there driving. You say, okay. And then we start building up the use of equipment. And then slowly but surely, again, safety is everything. And you could see in every movement, it's so funny because I said, Jamarcus, what are you doing? And I'm like, I remember even showing Jamarcus, bro, you got to do this. This is what you're killing me. And you going to hurt yourself. And then he goes, oh, the dog will get you now. Now, mind you, the dog has no intent to hurt you objectively unless you have one of those kind of dogs. He just wants to play. They all just want to play and have a good time. So target practice is a good way to start. Definitely make sure you're in control, meaning, hey, you got to know how to box out, and even more importantly, set a clean target. Clean targets are everything. Then you turn around and work on commands when doing this as well. Like he said, sit, stay, all those little things I do at times, but they haven't been biting that much. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've been more so working on their ups and downs and all that other stuff. So today will be a good day because Tron will put him up, let him cool off, and then we'll go out and we'll get him on the bite suit, and Stan will continue to teach him things that he knows to ensure that he gets better. Because you said you want to do bite stuff too, right? He wanted to do some bite work. He said he ain't done it in a little bit.
Yeah, it's been a while since I was at Kenilwood.
There you go. So he ain't even been in that experience, and we've got all the dogs that he needs to like get some good experience. So stay tuned, take care of your dogs, people. Like, subscribe, and share. Tron, let's go.